enough sports. We got to talk about this TSA business. Has anyone here been to an airport? Mad Dog, you didn't fly over there.
No, we specifically drove because we didn't want to deal with the airports.
Yeah.
Which was ended up being the right decision.
I saw this morning in Atlanta, the line was outside, which in the Atlanta airport, the security is not right when you get to the front door. You get to baggage claim, then you walk through like some shops and stuff, and then there's the security line, and it snakes for quite a while before you even get to where the baggage claim could be a possibility.
So my dad has to go to Atlanta for meetings this week. He's driving from Chicago because he's just like, I'm not doing it. So he's driving to Nashville and then staying overnight and then Nashville to Atlanta.
So Nashville, I think, is like 8 from here, and then Atlanta's another 4.
Yeah. So it's like 11 or 12 hours. I'm sure he'll be stepping on it. But it's like, would you rather do that? Or would you rather, he's like, I was like, that's kind of crazy because he's 70 and he's like, no, I need time where I can just think. I won't be able to think in the airport. I just want to look at the windshield and think about things. I'm like, all right, well, God bless.
And I feel that, but once I hit like 6, I'm like, I really wish I wasn't driving anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he's breaking it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I don't blame him. I've got Sydney Wells' wedding in what's today's date? We'll call it 7 weeks. And they're flying into Atlanta. I'm already being like, maybe we should cancel the flights and just drive.
It's not going to be that long, right?
I don't know. They might still be in, the people in these tweets that you sent today might still be in security.
Yeah.
It was an hour and 53-minute wait at 6 a.m.
Or it could be like this, where it was like they open up, but then they shut down again for whatever reason. Like, we had this 3 months ago.
What is going on?
Sean Duffy, I hate you.
The guy from Real World?
It's the Secretary of Transportation.
Well, they're calling out of work, right?
I don't know.
They're like, we're not showing up.
Well, they're not getting paid.
Well, that's another reason we should privatize it. But
that we're not here for that right now, though.
Privatize what?
TSA.
TSA.
How about I'll do you one better? Let's just not have it. Let's just get rid of TSA.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm on board, but I'm listening.
Okay. So, because like this is the whole thing where it's like, oh, like if you don't want to go through TSA, you just get, clear or whatever. You can skip the line. Enough of this. It's been 25 years since we've had a major airline incident, and there was nothing really before that. Make everybody just walk through a metal detector or whatever. Scan your passport and be on your way.
I mean, how is that different than what we're doing now?
Because you're taking your shoes off. You
don't have to do that anymore.
Sometimes you do. Don't start the Eddie. I can't do this anymore.
No, you don't have to take them off anymore.
Bins. The bins are a problem. You're
Okay.
X-raying everything, and I would say that now that you lock the cabin doors, good. But like, is there any more of a threat on a bus or a train than there is on an airplane?
Well, I've thought that as well. You just walk right onto an Amtrak,
Right.
and I'm like, someone could blow this up right now. I want there to be some, level of security, but also, like, I think we could find somebody. Like, why? Let's just let Clear run it. Clear, bring in your metal detectors, and let's do that. Because right now we have it tied to the government, which makes sense in theory.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, the FAA runs the airports and stuff. But, like, I mean, we can't have this.
This is the disaster.
The only thing with Chief's point is I do feel it's similar to the vaccine issue. Obviously not really, but where people don't give their kids vaccines because they're like, well, there is no people don't have measles anymore. It's like, well, people don't have measles anymore because because we have vaccines that eradicate measles. I fear if we take away TSA, they're like, well, bombings don't happen on planes anymore. Is that because we have TSA, though?
Maybe.
TSA is pretty ineffective, though. I think I saw they don't catch like 60-something% of weapons that go through.
Yeah.
How?
They're bad.
They catch my hairspray, but they can't catch a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't think it's guns. I think it's,
knives or something?
Yeah, but.
Still.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough about the measles. I can't remember what I was watching. But maybe it was just a TikTok where they were showing an old clip from the Brady Bunch talking about the measles and about how, like, it was just nothing. Like, oh, I got the measles. Stay home. I got a fever, and then you're back. So I don't. What do you even happens when you get the measles?
I don't know because I had the measles vaccine.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I think when was that around? Because I didn't have the chickenpox one either because it came out after I was older. I remember like getting the chickenpox when I was 4.
Measles is a highly contagious viral infection causing high fever, cough, red, watery eyes, and a spreading skin rash, mostly affecting unvaccinated children.
But like, do you die?
I'm sure that you don't. I mean, I'm sure there are cases where people die.
Okay.
I don't think it's like a fatal thing, but I'm sure as most illnesses, there are obviously complications.
Probably cases, yeah.
Undercover investigators working for the Department of Homeland Security's Office of the Inspector General managed to sneak fake guns, knives, and explosives through checkpoints earlier this year, getting the mock weapons through 70% of the time. The unclassified summary noted, quote, "We identified vulnerabilities within TSA's screener performance, screening equipment, and associated procedures." So they're not stopping 70% of weapons anyway. Then they just decide, we're not working anymore. Let's find somebody that'll do this correctly.
Well, they're not getting paid, so why would they work?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
If we don't have it tied to every government shutdown that happens every 2 months, then they'd be getting paid.
What do they get paid? What is?
I can't imagine.
What
It's
does
good.
TSA cost nationally every year?
So you're asking,
Like,
what
what's
is the
the
TSA budget?
I'm going to guess
Okay.
we spend $42 billion on TSA.
You'd be shocked. You're getting a deal.
Really?
$11.8 billion for fiscal year 2025.
Okay.
So this is funding security operations such as $5.5 billion for the frontline screening workforce and $98.5 million for exit lanes. How the fuck can an exit lane be almost $100 million? What does that mean? What's an exit lane? Just so you're standing there putting your shoes back on?
No, I
Grabbing
think
your
that's when you're leaving the airport and they're like, this is last stop. You can't go back.
Re-entry.
That costs $100 million a
Those
year?
people
Maybe
just sit
the
there.
people who sit there. Yeah,
Ah.
probably. So think of how many airports. Each of those guys is making
Multiple exits.
55 grand.
Yeah, see, how much does it
All right.
say?
All right, T, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that it is privatized and Clear or some other agency comes in to run it. Would you then be okay, in theory, for your bag charges, or you're baking another $5 because they're saying it's $5.50 per one-way trip is how much it costs for TSA.
They're saying that's what it breaks down to per passenger?
That's what it said,
Okay.
yeah. So if they just bake that into your as a line
Yeah, I mean, with
item,
every fee an airline has, throw that in there, nobody will even notice.
that's what I'm saying.
It's already exorbitant
I agree.
as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pay that to never have to worry about waiting in a 7-hour line.
Yeah. I would too. And I'm already paying. I already do the Clear. Clear is, I think I just got the bill, is like $209 a year, something like that.
Yeah, I actually have to renew mine.
So-
When you because is there not a TSA fee now? I feel like I've seen TSA somewhere when you look at an airline ticket and like what it breaks down to. Let me see if I can find on these ones I have right now. I feel like there's something in there that says TSA.
Let's see if I just bought the tickets for Sydney's wedding, so let's see.
Like you're saying from the airlines? There's
Yeah,
a
like when
TSA
you buy a
fee?
ticket and there's all the
Taxes
taxes
and
and fees and stuff in there. There's something that says TSA.
Gotcha. wouldn't be shocked by
Taxes and carrier imposed fees. It doesn't break down what the carrier imposed fees are.
I just sent myself a receipt of the flight I have coming up. Let's see if I can get into it. I don't know why you won't show me the receipt on your app and I have to email it to myself. You could just show me this part.
Mine doesn't do a line item. It just says taxes. It's $155.34 plus taxes and carrier imposed fees totaling $27.05.
Okay, so on my ticket, I have a U.S. transportation tax. That's $43. I have a U.S. flight segment tax. That's $10. I have a passenger civil aviation security service fee. That's $11.20. And you know what? The TSA budget is largely funded by a $5.60 per one-way trip passenger fee. Multiply that by 2. What is that? That's $11.20.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exactly what that is.
So then what the fuck?
So when you pay your passenger civil aviation security service fee, that's $11.20. That is the exact amount they've calculated that it costs to run TSA.
So-
You're already paying that.
So then, okay. So then why aren't they being paid? This is what I mean. We're like,
because it's through the government. And the government is shut down, in quotation marks. They're still taking my money, last I checked, but they're shut down.
yeah. But then but this is one of those things where it's like the government is shut down. But if it's already funded by the people who use it,
Correct.
then why would it be shut down? Just put it in a separate bucket.
And this is
the
why
military
it
is
should
in
be run by someone who will do it correctly.
But the military is in a separate bucket. I'm pretty sure every
Yeah.
time I open my phone, I'm seeing things that the military is still very active. So if the government is shut down, to just put this in a separate bucket and then just draw from their own funds, which we are currently paying.
Yeah, I'm looking on this ticket. I'm paying $72 in some sort of tax that says United States on it,
God damn.
broken down into 4 different categories. So figure this out. Is there?
Figure it out.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I.
they'd be at work if they worked for Clear. So,
But it's like that's where it's like this is only an excuse when they want it to be an excuse, because when they need the funds for things that they want to do, they're always there.
Seems like the
Right.
funds for Iran are aplenty.
They're humming.
Yeah.
They got plenty. Gas prices keep going up though.
Right.
I paid
Groceries.
a ridiculous amount for gas the other day.
I had to go out to my parents' house on Saturday, and I always try to time up my trips when my gas tank's running low so I can have that nice suburban gas price get out of Cook
I
County.
do too.
It was $4.45 in like a farm town.
Well, I messed up and I needed to get gas the other day around here. I was like, I couldn't go another day without doing it. And I went to the gas station around the corner. It was $4.70.
Yeah,
Oh my
insane.
The one by
God.
my house is $5.19.
Holy shit.
I always try to do it when I'm like going to church or somewhere out in the suburbs, or I'll go to Costco, but I had to get it here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's infuriating.
Very.
I've been avoiding plane travel because I have a flight in 2 weeks. I'm terrified.
Yep. You know what? Let's just stay home. Like, if the government's going on strike, I'm going on strike.
I
I'm
like
just not
that.
paying anything.
I
I'm
like
staying
that.
home. I'm not spending any money. Fuck you guys. I'm out.
It's impossible.
Don't make me start making my own food. You want me to grow? Do you know it's illegal to grow your own wheat? Someone was telling me that.
Wheat?
Can we?
That can't be accurate.
Like for bread?
Yes.
Huh.
I don't know, but I'm calling cap.
Let me see.
Calling cat.
Colin Cap or Nick.
Okay. However, large quantities is restricted under federal law regarding production quotas, and saving seeds from protected patented varieties is illegal.
I'm seeing that it's not
So-
illegal.
Yeah, so you can grow.
There's patented wheat.
There's patented everything.
That's true.
Okay, so because they do the GMO, and then they own that genetic material. This was like a big scandal controversy, because since the beginning of time, farmers would keep some seeds for next year's crop. Now they can't, because if you retain seeds from like corn or whatever, Monsanto or these big ag companies will be like, hey, you're stealing our IP. You have to buy that from us. So you can't just retain seeds from your previous year's harvest to replant, which is the basis of agriculture since the beginning of time, because that they will claim that they have sued and won, saying that farmers are stealing their IP.
So you pay
You buy
to
the
use
seeds.
it once,
Correct.
and then you have to use it. It's a use it or lose it
Right.
type deal.
So, but historically, forever, you would keep a percentage of your seeds to replant for next year's harvest, because you obviously always have, if you have a bushel of corn or a thing of corn, well, that's all just seeds on the outside with a little germ. So you would keep that, and you can make another whole field of corn with like a bushel of corn. But now they will sue you for not rebuying it, because it's like, well, we own the IP on that seed, so we own that seed. So if you didn't buy it from us directly, then you're in violation of our patents by growing your own corn.
Okay.
It does say on here, did you say this, that specifically over 15 acres it requires government certification?
Yeah.
So I mean that makes sense if you're running like a large commercial farm that you'd be subject to the
Why?
like the FDA or whatever.
Well,
I'm not saying I
being-
think that's great. I'm just saying that
I
makes
think you
sense.
should be. Yeah, if you want to ensure that it's a safe product, but I think this is more about like price controls.
Sure.
Which I don't like that. This is America, goddammit.
We got a lot of gripes that all go back to one spot.
Yeah.
Man.
This is supposed to be a nation of farmers. Ever read about Thomas Jefferson?
Yep. Yeah, I'm worried about that 6 a.m. flight out of my bachelor party if this thing still keeps
If this
going.
thing is still rocking by the time it's your bachelor party,
When's your bachelor party?
May 1st?
Oh, you're in big trouble, dude.
Yeah.
what?
I'll just have to go straight from the casino night before.
These people might still be in line.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I'd do if I showed up at the airport and they were like, "Yeah, the line's 5 hours."
what would
Because
you
I'm not
do?
standing in
Yeah.
that. I'm not. I just wouldn't do it. I don't know what I'd do.
I also
and I like had to be somewhere.
I saw a tweet that maybe I'm dumb for agreeing, but it's like, who's getting on these planes? If the TSA line is 4 hours long, are these planes just leaving with like half filled?
Oh yeah,
They don't wait.
airlines run empty planes all the time because they have to run a certain amount of flights out of airports to like maintain their spots.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll just run empty flights all the time
That seems wasteful.
because
What?
the flight has to leave in order. So if you're Southwest
Yeah.
and you want to be at, they just went into Knoxville's airport. So
Okay.
if you want to maintain your relationship with that airport or whatever,
Yeah.
you have to have a certain number of flights take off and land.
Even if there's no real demand for it?
Correct. So they will run empty flights because they've already budgeted the cost of that flight anyway. They don't care. So they're all credit card companies anyway. That's another thing we could talk about. So the plane just leaves empty and comes back. I think some of them they do intentionally. Look this up. I think they will intentionally run some empty planes for that reason.
But I guess I don't understand the so it's more valuable just to theoretically have a spot at the Knoxville airport than you make up the difference in that. It's more valuable just to
I guess so. Yeah, here's an article from 2022. Thousands of planes are flying empty and no one can stop them is the headline. A pre-pandemic policy on airport usage is pressuring airlines to keep ghost flights in the air. The climate impact is massive. So I guess this is a
is one of
climate thing,
those.
but that is a thing.
Well, but okay. Now, this might be a stupid question. Are there any airports that are not owned by municipalities?
Isn't it like really small ones?
I don't know.
Like any major airports?
I mean, yeah, everyone I've gone to, it's always, the mayor is on the loudspeaker.
Yeah. No major commercial airports in the United States are almost exclusively publicly owned and operated. Huh. Yeah, I don't think there's an answer to this problem.
In January 2022, analysis from Greenpeace claimed that more than 100,000 ghost flights would sail over European skies this winter.
Damn, how do I get on one of those?
Yeah.
And are you even allowed to buy tickets on those?
No, I think some of them, they just do that.
So then you probably don't have to staff it either. So you probably
Yeah, you just have to have the pilots, I
Yeah.
guess.